Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. Are we working? It looks like we're working. Yes. Very good. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all well this morning. The date is the Tuesday, 18th of September, 2018. The time is 13 past 8, and look, I have tea. It's not a misleading title. Let's see where we are. So we were working through the beach area here, I think. And it looks quite nice. I think we're about finished with our candy floss trees and flowers at the moment, but it's interesting. One thing I was interested in doing is maybe trying the rock brush on these flowers to try and make them into clusters. So let's give that a go, actually. So let's do B. First off, let's find a brush. Let's find an allium, say. The 38.2. So if I do BR 38.2, no, BR rock 38.2, and then we do like a 20. Oh wait, that's too big. No, that's the size, isn't it? 5. No, 3. 20. Okay. Now if we do mask 37, I think it's 37, 38. What we can do, boom, we can actually turn whole regions to one kind of flower. Which is kind of cool. Wow, there is something serious going on outside. A lot of emergency vehicles going past. Alright, well this is cool, but alliums don't really work very well in clusters, so let's not do any more of those. How about the bluette? I really like the bluette. Oh, sorry, this is an orchid, apparently. 38.1, okay. So let's do the same thing. We'll try 38.1 here. Hopefully. Let's make this a bit bigger, actually. So let's go up a little, size it up. What I kind of want to do is create some quite kind of larger clusters of the same kind of flower. I think that looks quite nice. And I think the bluettes are actually the white ones, ironically. Who would have known that the the azure bluette, that is azure meaning blue and blue meaning blue, who would have known that that would not be a blue flower? That one is 38.3, so let's do that. And 38.3, and I'm just basically plinking away a little bit with this. I'm not too worried about it being any particular which way. I just think it's going to create a more interesting kind of texture if we have kind of a few kind of clusters of flowers. It's not a big deal. This is Minecraft world built fully by hand. That's what I can say of it. On here. So there's no, everything you see here was built by me, which is why it might look a bit odd. I'm not sure if you mean maybe what texture pack am I using? Just going to fill out a little bit here because we've got a little bald spot. I don't really want that. I'm going to do the same actually anywhere that I can find a bald spot. Yeah, bald spots. And any other bald spots? I think I saw some around here. And get a few around this edge here. Get rid of the bald spots, basically. I know it's all the same flower, but that's okay, because as I say, I was just doing some clusters of flowers, so I think we're okay to do this. I just have a few kind of clusters in the areas where nice. Alrighty. Oh, it looks pretty good. Let's just grab some on the edge here. I think I do need to do some work on these edges. I don't think they're quite finished yet, but deal with that. Let's do that now, actually. So, actually, first off, what's going on with my view distance? What's wrong here? Oh, so. Oh, that's fine. You know what, I'm gonna forget that, actually. No. Let's do this area down here. It's more important. Once we get done with this is a small thing. Once we get done with this, we can do the mountain. So I'm just gonna have a little bit of a go on this area here and just try and smooth it a little bit. Thank you, friend. I've been working on this for quite some time, so it is not without lots and lots of effort, really. I think I'm going to put some grass along here. I know you didn't ask that, but I just thought. Share. You probably think, you may be thinking you're all alone here, but there may be some viewers in YouTube. I guess there are. I don't know if there are, but there usually are. And cool. Torquay is here. We have a little area down here actually that has nothing on it. Maybe we could plant a tree down here. Let's do that actually. So B tree, large tree. Well, that didn't work. It's a big tree. I knew that. B tree, big tree. Boom. Yeah, that works. And let's see if I can remember my numbers. BR sphere 35, 0, 35, 6, 30, no, 15, masks 18, and boom! Haha, I did remember. And so now we can also do, I want to do 18, 14, yeah. Mask 18, and this should turn it to not the right kind of wood. That's because it's the wrong number. What I usually do. Wood is 17. Yeah. Boom. Another candy floss tree. I'm just going to put some regular... No, I'm not going to put regular flowers down here. I'm going to use the flower power brush on it. So let me grab flower power real quick. Around here. There we go. Oops. Yeah. Okay. And we want to do mask 31, 37, 38. And I actually want to make it a bit smaller because that's way too big. Yeah. Cool. Nice. That's another little area done. I kind of want to do something with this area here. This looks a little bit unloved, a little bit stony. Let's get some grass on the edge here. What can I do here, actually? Maybe let's put a rock in. Let's do a rock. Rock. Stone. No, not stone. Let's say diorite. 3. 90. So, size 3. Regularity 90, i.e. pretty regular, but not too regular. That looks pretty good. Little rock there, just add a little bit of an accent. And yeah, that works, I think. And a little bit of sand smoothing here, maybe. Since I'm in the area, and this sand is looking non-smooth. Okay, are you still around? I don't know. I can never tell. How's your day been so far? Like, how's your week been so far? How was your Monday? Personally, I had an okay Monday. My boss was not in, which means basically my boss and my boss's boss were at a meeting with some of our customers, or well, some of our business partners, I suppose. So there was nobody there really overseeing what was happening. So you know, I think probably fair to say that in almost all situations, productivity takes a hit. Hopefully you're not watching, boss man. If you're watching, apologies, and I was lying. I worked very, very hard. So yeah, a bit. I mean, I was obviously I'm not lossing completely, but kind of nice. Nice to have a little bit like a low stress day. And go with the sand again. We'll never be free of punching sand. Fortunately, considering this is a coastal build, there's going to be a lot of sand punching, even in the future. Even now, we're not free of punching sand, even though we've nearly finished the sand in this particular area. Gosh. Why did you come into work so late, Imgar? What do you do on a morning? I just hang around my house and punch sand. What about you guys? What do you do in the morning? Oh, you go to work. Okay. Well, I understand. It's okay, that's your choice, you know. People are allowed to do whatever they want. I think a little bit of gravel here could be nice, actually, instead of this BR overlay. Oh, BR sphere gravel for mask stone. There we go. I'm just going to put this back in as diorite, because it looks a bit weird. Okay. In the morning you punch grass. What about in the afternoon? More grass. So let's see if we can bring this out a little more, actually. Just a little bit more complete a shape instead of just, it's a little bit awkward at the moment. It looks almost like it's something, but it's nothing. So that's kind of, yeah, what I would call an awkward shape. And so let's just try and blend it out a little bit. There we go, it's a little bit better. And this corner here, something is supposed to be here, isn't it? Like, let's be honest, why would this corner be here? If there was nothing there. Is that after you punched away all the grass? Start punching the dirt, and then by the evening, straight up rock, baby. That's how you get, so you get chests of stone. Gosh, terrible. So I want to do something here, but I don't know what. I mean, I could put a little cave in, maybe. Maybe a little cave? I don't know, maybe let's leave it. It doesn't look too bad. It's certainly not the worst looking portion of this build at the moment. So this area here never received any TLC, and it is one of the main parts. So let's go to town on this, actually. Let's sculpt it a little bit. Go for a lift brush. I'm gonna push through here first, and just gonna sculpt it in kind of one piece here. I really want to break it up into multiple pieces, i.e. have a different bit for the sandstone and the regular stone. Let's just sculpt them as one. Let's see if we can lift out a little bit at the top. little bit careful about it, but not too much. Nice. And push a little bit around the base here. Let's push that down. Boom. Okay, that looks pretty cool. I quite like, kind of like the rough look of it actually, so I might leave it kind of rough. I don't want it to be like writhing, but rough is cool. I like stuff like this I don't really want. But where possible, I think it's kind of a bit rough. Yes, it's good. Good. Go. Sandstone is a weird block because it's semi-natural and it's semi-unnatural. It's weird. Like on the top it looks natural. On the side it looks mostly natural, apart from this straight flat surface on the top, which looks supremely unnatural. Such an odd block. It's very, very odd. This is a bit weird, isn't it? Maybe we can actually, if we want to let this down, maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Let's build like a little actual ramp. Not ramp so much as I'll just allow the surface to dip down a little bit. Kind of weird how, when looking from the sun's perspective, you actually lose all the shading, which is awkward. But let's grab. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do cliff. Let's do a cliff brush. Whoop. Whoa, that's not what I meant. I think you just choose a size. Boom. We can get one in here. Boom. Yeah, that kind of works. All right. So get rid of these floaters. More floaters here. And replace some of that. There we go, we've got a little bit of a collapsed side here where you can kind of get up and down. Nice. Oh my goodness, I've got... Whoa. I guess I slept funny. My body hurts. Okay, yeah, no, I think I'm pretty pleased with this as it stands actually. Maybe more work is not necessary right now on this this area. Just reduce the amount of random grass we have here. Grass leakage from above. Let's bring this up just so that we cover where the water is. I think that should be the next thing. Hello, slime. Good morning, friend. How are you today? I hope you have been well. It feels like it's been a little while since I saw you last. I can't remember when it was personally. You know, easy come, easy go. It seems to be mostly a lot of easy go. So let's open this up a little. It's a bit weird that this is so thin here. It's cool. Looks good. So we can bring the grass in here, I think. We'll do that. Yes. I'm running out of tea. It's cold. Devastation. It's pretty much the worst thing. Mouthful of tea and it'll be cold tea. Benefits of having something like peppermint tea. It's still good when it's cold. Alright, so let's do some more major stuff actually. Let's go for... Oh, I was starting work on this, wasn't I? Yes, that's right. Let's start work on a mountaintop. So excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to get a couple reference pictures of mountains just so that I can have an idea for inspiration here. It's going to take me just 1 moment. I'm just googling, literally just googling mountains. Alrighty, I want some... Yes, mountain. Okay. So... here's what I'm thinking about doing. I guess, overlay brush might actually work. Montana. Montana. That must mean mountains, mustn't it? Oh, pretty. Yes, some good mountains actually. Good choice. There's kind of a nice contrast of snowy and not snowy. Very good choice. Alright, so let's see here. So what I'm thinking is, I think by overlaying this way, we're going to kind of naturally get that that mountain kind of look, where we have some patches of kind of nice, clean, unbroken snow, and some patches of kind of rocks kind of sticking out, where it's too steep, I suppose, for the snow to form nice snow patches. So I think this kind of works, actually. At first I was not very impressed by this move, but I think this does work. You know what? I'm going to undo a bunch of these, because I've just realised we should probably, before we do anything like that, actually finish the top of the mountain. So let's just do that. So just going to use a lift brush in here and just to say, smooth this out a little bit. So just going to target anywhere that looks a bit rough with this lift brush. Let's just lift it out. I think I used a melt brush before. Maybe a melt brush is a good idea. Actually, I think this is okay. Don't think it needs too much. Think about it. Or looking at it, I should say. Yeah, I think we're okay. So let's just, real quick, we'll get rid of the BR Air 30, BR Sphere Air 30. But am I being rickrolled? Am I being serenaded? BR oh, I just want to do mask 22. So this will let me real quick just remove that blue line so we don't have the guideline anymore. That's kind of what we're going to end up with. So I do want to kind of smooth in that smooth in the surface here a little, just so that we have a bit more of a reach instead of kind of a cluster of rocks, which is what we have at the moment. Turn around? Is that part of the lyrics? Run around. You want me? Should I do it? We're strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Our commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Wanna make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna actually sing it, because, well, I already sang it. So there you go. Good morning, Yuri. You came at the right time, clearly. Alrighty, so I've gone for a D2 this time. I'm just going to overlay the whole thing from the top here. The idea being, as I say, that we can get kind of some areas exposed, some areas covered. Thank you. I have a good voice, but I'm not very good at. I don't think I'm very tone strong, as it were. I'm not trained in singing, so I can't sing very good. But I mean, you know, you can get a little way just by having a good voice. How's your Monday, Yuri? I was just saying my Monday was pretty good because my boss wasn't in, so not that I was slacking, but you know, it's nice to have a nice chill atmos. My team is amusingly bad at turning up, considering there's about 6 people on my team, and many days there's just me and one other guy there. It's pretty amazing, really. Oh, so I'm looking at some reference images of Montana for this mountain building, but I think kind of as it's just laying out, it's looking pretty good, actually. You know, I'm getting kind of mountain look from it, so that's good. That's a good start. So what I'm going to do, everything up to the snow level is going to be snowy, I think. And then maybe some of the areas just below it can be snowy too. Where it's kind of smooth and flat, I think snow can more easily collect there. And where it's covered. But where it's... Actually, one thing we should think about here is directions. Does anybody know how directions in Minecraft work? Facing west. So north facing, that's it. Okay, so north facing, we're assuming that this is in the northern hemisphere just because it has to be one or the other. North facing cliffs will be in shade. So hello, friend. Fueled Splash, welcome, friend. So north side facing cliffs should be in shade and should be actually a bit more snowy. So in fact, what we can do is use the light and where the sun is now to kind of guide us on where we can place extra blocks, which is kind of a fun thing, actually. So on this side, for example, we're not going to be placing any extra blocks. We're just going to be sticking kind of to the snow line that I've laid out. I'm a bit concerned that it's going to be a lot of snow, but we'll see. Going to be, yeah, like, I mean, some of these mountains are going to be like fully just snow, so it's a bit weird, but we'll deal. Alrighty, so let's have a quick look what we got. So it looks a little bit oh, there's a little face there, can you see him? Hello. What I'm going to do actually is manipulate the top here. I don't want this to be kind of as round as it is. I used the sphere to make the top, didn't I? So I don't want that. Let's just kind of whittle away a bit. So I'm just going to try and make it a little bit less round at the top. And a hole in here, so pull that out. And I'm going to go for some more snow on this, overlay with snow again. Just going to get a little bit more snow on places where I feel like it ought to be. In some places where there's just like a little bit of stone peeking out, it looks a bit awkward. So, yeah. Floating snow is also no good. So, kind of do something about that. Like here, for example, floating, no good, no good. Yeah, nice. We can probably overlay a little bit more here. Alrighty, so that's that looks pretty good actually. Pretty impressed with that. Hello, who are you? You said hello already, but hello again, friend. Oh, you were here early and then you left, I guess. I know what's going on. Very clued up, very on it. So what I'm even tempted to do actually is to put only depth 1 in the sunlight. I think that could be cool way of differentiating it actually. So let's try that now actually. So we have actually I'm noticing some space here where it's not been properly overlaid. So if we go in the sunlight and we do depth 1 and we go in the shade and we do depth 2, I think that would be a cool way of kind of some weirdness happening here. So let's cover that up. This is going to be a lot of this, I think. This build is just kind of placing snow and rearranging it. What I don't want to do is go in for snow steps, half steps, because once you start with half steps, there's no going back really. Like, it adds so much more detail that I just don't want to open that can of worms really. I'd rather not. Yeah, I'd just rather not. Just gonna build the ridge up a little bit there. Alright, so yeah, I mean this looks good. I don't know if I want to do anything with the sand, or maybe I can just leave the sand. It looks quite good. I like the shape that it has, and it adds some more colour to the build. I might change it to sandstone. BR sphere sandstone 10 mask sand. Alright, so just turn it to sandstone so that it kind of has more reason to be there. It's true, at least I'm not punching sand. Alrighty, so I guess this bit's next, and this is something that we haven't done before. This is brand new strategy here. So we have this flat surface and we need to make it look more like this. So I really like the way this looks. I don't want to destroy this. Like you can kind of see it looks like natural stone almost. So we're gonna use a lift brush, I think. I'm gonna yeah, try and get this to look kind of nice. So let's start with I'm gonna lift along the ridge edge first. And I'm going to do the same down here, so just lifting up the ridges to create kind of more curved surfaces. Let's lift along here. We've got a little bit of space down here, so let's do the same thing here. We'll almost join it into that rock there. And yeah, it looks okay for a basic shape. I do want to add some noise to the outside as well. So I think I'm going to use the splatterball technique on it, and we'll see how we go with that. Let's have a little go with that. We'll do a splatterball into smooth. So BSB. And we go like this. Do this. This, do this, and this, and I'm going to be the smooth. We'll just smooth off the excess. And it's going to change the colour here, but I think we'll be okay. We're going to have a few grey blocks in there, but I think that's fine. Yeah, okay. We added just a little bit more noise in there, and it makes it a little bit more believable. I'm actually going to go along the edges here as well, and just try and blend in what I added, and that should add a little bit more noise too. I want to add enough noise to kind of make it more believable, less obviously just like a flat surface, but I don't want to add so much that I'm taking away that nice, well, flattish surface, because I like the way it looks. Oh, hold on. I have a word of the day for you. Lenitive. Lenitive is the word of the day. Are you ready for that? Lenitive. I have no idea what that means. I've never heard this word. But I will tell you what it means right now. It means... oh, soothing. Lenitive means soothing. Here we go. Apparently it comes from Latin, and we get other words like lenient, meaning, of course, tolerant, I suppose. Yes. Lenitent. Lenitive, sorry. There we go, now you know. Now you know an extra word that you didn't know before, I hope. And I'm going to try and use that word in a sentence today. So, good luck with that. Let me think. No chance. No chance, really, of coming up with a use for that word. Soothing. Dunno. So, let's put some gravel at the base here. So we're going to do overlay D1, or let's do a D2 actually. And we'll do V gravel. And we're just going to get along the base here some gravel to suggest that there's maybe some broken stones falling down. And yes, there we go. And yeah, I think that works. I'm a little bit concerned about what's going to happen here. This looks a bit strange at the moment. Let's see if we can have a lenitive effect on this edge here. Whoops, that's not what I intended, but whatever. Let's roll with it. Let's just take this edge down a little. I'm just trying to add some more interest to the shape, so we're not kind of stuck with that very triangular shape, which was only our base shape, really. Oh, I might even hit it right in the middle here. Do a big one. You wanna see this word lenitive? There it is. Lenitive. Your challenge for the day, find a way to use that word. It will be difficult. Certainly you probably can't use it in real life, because no one will know what it is. Certainly I wouldn't know what it is. And I know these things. I know English. Like I'm good English. I'm from England, so you know it's legit. Still looking very triangular, actually, which I mean is not too much of a surprise considering I made it specifically to be very triangular. B E lift. Right, yeah. So I'm going to see if I can kind of do something about that. Specifically, I want to kind of just bring a line in here a little bit. So, whoa, this is big brush now, but that's okay. Big brush in there. Let's try and smooth that out a little. We're going to get our water coming in here, actually. Maybe that's what we should focus on at the moment. Let's figure out where the water's going to come through. So it's going to come from in here somewhere, along the kind of line of least resistance. Let's say, in fact, maybe we could build a quarry lake. Yeah, let's do it. Let's build a quarry lake in here. So a quarry is a circular shape that is left by how to describe it? So snow collects on a mountain on a south-facing side, and it slowly turns to ice. And then what tends to happen is because there's more snow on the side there's more ice on the side that is kind of facing the mountain, it starts to form kind of a shape like this, and then it begins to shift under its own weight. It slides under its own weight, and when it does that, it pulls the earth with it, and it kind of erodes the earth very quickly, and it creates basically a circular shape as this kind of hemisphere of ice kind of swivels in its location, and get these very circular lakes high up in mountains. It's called a kirk, or cirque, sorry. It's French. So I'm going to try and create that kind of effect here. Yes, a pond, a round pond. Pond is yeah, one way of putting it, I suppose. Just trying to be technical, guys. And I'm going to try and make it like a nice sheer-ish cliff here. This is kind of the... You're getting your free geography lesson here, guys. Like, this is... normally people have to pay for this. Like, this is a good quality geography lesson. Alrighty, so let's go with a much smaller lift brush now. Maybe 4. So just gonna kind of make this a little bit smoother. And really, it shouldn't be overhanging like this, I don't think. Although it can be, I guess. There's nothing really... You know, this is a fantastical world, so there's nothing really stopping me having it overhang, I think. Doesn't need to be completely realistic. Use a blend ball in here and just try and kind of... Whoa, that's the wrong blend ball. I'm going to try and kind of reduce the level of weirdness. Hello. I can't read that name, but Grind? Grind? Hello, friend. Gonna smooth this out, make it a bit smoother. What the word smooth means, now you know. There we go. A little bit smooth. I probably don't want this to be sand. I'm probably going to change the material that it's made from. But this is good. We've got this is kind of the right shape that we've got going on here. So pleased by that at least. So I want to have a route for the water to get out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lift actually along the edges. Just to kind of create more of a covered effect, so that I can then kind of cut out a place for the water to go through, so that we have a nice, well, round area for the water to be, where it can be deeper rather than having to be just a tiny little pond. All right, so. Let's push back a little, make it kind of deep. There we go. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is maybe let's try cliff brushing here. Yeah, let's do a cliff brush. So I'm going to do BR cliff 3. And with cliff brush, well, you know what this brush does. You've seen it. Or maybe you haven't seen it. It creates cliffs around a specific area. need to be a bit quicker here with the drop off, I think. That's kind of cool. I quite like that thing being left there. I'm mostly using this cliff brush just to create like a nice smooth area for the water to travel through. Let's have it travel this way. Through here, and then we'll see where it ends up. So I'm actually going to get a VR rock diorite 290. I'm just going to use this just to bump up this a little bit, make it a bit rockier so that the water doesn't have to go that way. Hello, Doma. Good morning, friend. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is the lapis brush, so BR cylinder 22. 10. No, 10's way too big. 7. Mask air, and we'll just fill out this with some lapis. The intention here, of course, being to turn that lapis into water at a later date, or momentarily, really. I'm going to have to change the sand as well, so maybe I should do that first before anything else. Maybe I'll do that shortly, actually. Let's try the water first and see what happens. So we know what water in a hollow looks like. So I'm not going to bother with that. It's going to look just like a flat surface. But what I'm interested in is what's going to happen with the water that is flowing out. So let's get some water here and see what happens with it. Go here and see what happens. So it's going down as we expect. Oh, it's cool. That's a nice effect. Yeah. And down here. Yes. Okay. Not what I had in mind. So let's just kind of adjust that. Don't want that to happen. More like that. Yes. Water is very lazy in this game. Just bulk up here a little bit so that we can kind of get that water going the way we want it, i.e. down around the longer way, and there we go, it makes it down. Nice. Cool, cool. So let's make, maybe we can make a pool in here as well for the waterfall, and it looks good anyway. So let's block up the water. Oops. Go away. Where is it? Right here. Yeah. Okay. What is Gurren Lagann? Something I've heard of. Oh my gosh! Yesterday I played well, my girlfriend was playing Brothers. Anybody played Brothers? What a great game! Oh wow, it's wonderful. It's just a great. It's a great game. I would totally recommend this. Ah, anime. I see. Weeboos in the house. So let's make this into a more proper waterfall. So let's do a B. Oh gosh, it really hurts. Well, it doesn't really hurt. Really sore. Goodness me, there's a lot of traffic outside. EE left, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna do. This is where this is where it needs to be. So I'm gonna open this up and try to get a little bit of a waterfall in here. Yeah. Blend ball real quick. Oops, it's the wrong blend ball. We'll get another little... this is a separate kind of shape, although it looks very similar to the other shape. This one is formed by waterfall. Where the water falling obviously has quite a lot of energy in it. It erodes the stone. Boom. Ooh. So the water will come down into there. It's nice. So let's recolor the stone. Hello, Matthew. Let's recolor the sand into something more interesting. So let's do BR rock. Let's do stone. 520 mask air, and we're going to do the same kind of for the others. Diorite 520, and we'll do mask air. Oh no, not mask air. Sorry, mask sand and stone. Do the same for this one. And let's get one more brush on here. So we'll do my day is going just fine. It's actually just begun because it is 9 o'clock in the morning here in the UK. How about yourself? How are you doing today? So, use this tool here just to add stone in here. I'm gonna add some diorite. I always get confused. Potentially, maybe. One thing I would be concerned about is that we don't really have. There's not really any world edit tool anymore. There's not, as far as I can tell. Oh, so your day has just begun as well, but in a different kind of way. Yeah, what I've been concerned about is that I haven't found a way of importing schematics reliably. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't work anymore, which sucks. But I mean, otherwise, yes, I totally would. If you can find me a way of importing schematics, because World Edit doesn't seem to work anymore, or Minecraft MC Edit doesn't work anymore, as far as I can tell. It just doesn't work on my machine, certainly. It seems to just doesn't do anything, just doesn't work. Very broken. And I think I'm just going to keep fairly stony down the middle here. Mostly stone, maybe in the middle. Well, when I've tried to use it recently, all that happens is I try to import a schematic and just nothing happens. It doesn't import the schematic. I don't know if other things. It fails in many other ways as well. Saves didn't seem to work. It was just really broken. And it hasn't been updated in quite a lot of months, quite a number of months, about a year I think since it was last updated, so I suspect it's just defunct now, which depressing, but I don't know, you could investigate that, and like I say, if you were able to figure out what's going on with that, and if you could, you know, find a way for it to work, I would be pretty interested in. If you guys had stuff you wanted me to add, I could do that. You could contribute stuff to the world if you were so inclined. Obviously, you would be surrendering rights to that to me, but if that's what you if you want to do, if you want to help, then I'd be totally up for that. But you would have to, as I say, I think I can. Maybe it's possible to import schematics. Using MC Edit though, World Edit, sorry, I think it might be. Yeah, I think it is. It is open source, I think, but I don't know. You can have a dig yourself and report back to me and let me know what happened. Cool. Oh. I need to fill in this area here a little bit. It's just very rough at the moment. So let's do that. What is that? E lift. Yes. Right. So just gonna fill in these gaps here because this is not what we want on top of our mountain. I think I'll leave some of the sand at this point because it's kind of adding a little bit more colour to the build. Yeah, I don't. Oh well. I'm pretty sure it's open source, but as I say, I'm pretty sure it's dead. But that said, I think there is a way to do it with World Edit. I think World Edit can import schematics. I think the danger with that is obviously it needs to be able to import them. I think they have to come from the server, but that's no problem because the server's the same machine. So yeah, if you are really like interested in that, Velma, I'll say poke around, let me know what you found. If you think it can be done using World Edit, then we can try to do it that way. I guess what we could do is have a system where you can send it in with send it in as a schematic. I'll load it onto the server and then I can import it somewhere. My favourite block. Do you want to know my favourite block? It is magma blocks. I love magma blocks. Well, they seem to have changed what it looks like, actually. A little bit different now. Pretty, though, isn't it? So good. I mean, kind of hard to build with. Really do much. I love it. It looks great. And when we build the volcano, oh my goodness, it's going to be so much magma. There's going to be magma everywhere. It's going to be fully magma. But yeah, Doma, in principle I like the idea, and I think it could be a cool way for people to help me contribute to it. Whoops. So I think we can go for some more. Let's put some lapis down here as well. I suppose that's the lapis brush, is it? No, it's not. That'd be our solar 22, 4. Let's go all the way over there. Cool. Should work nicely. Oops. And yeah, I guess we can pour the water over it now. I want to do something here. Let's do a little bit here. This rock here shouldn't really be standing. Currently is. Yes, and we do need to kind of finish overlaying the base here, so let's the sand here, so let's do that. Get rid of this sandy sand. We want loads of sand in there. Yeah, it looks more like lava, doesn't it? But I think part of it is the fact that it's lit. It is lit fam. No, it's lit by the shaders mod, which I think is changing the way it looks, removing all shading from it in a way that wouldn't normally have, I think. Alright. So let's turn this water, this 22 to water. So BR sphere water 15 mask 22. There we go. Oh wow, that's pretty, isn't it? The reflection. So hopefully that's going to play nicely, flow around in the right way. Really work there, but we can help it out a little. Yeah, help it out. Oops. Well, it's taking a shortcut. That's kind of cool, though, isn't it? Actually, let's let that live. This should be more like a an actual waterfall. Here too, I think. Just kind of blur her out a bit. Water kind of only spreading around here. Kind of don't want that to be quite as big as it is, so let's block it off briefly. And once it drains away, we can kind of let it out to be a little bit less wide, hopefully. Nope, it's still just as wide. Okay. Oh. Hello, Hyper Universe. Morning, friend. Let's quickly turn. Let's undo that. I don't know what I just did, but do it. It's also wrong. This one, yeah, well, there we go. Turn that to water. Right, let's let this out now, and hopefully it will be a little bit, play ball a little bit nicer. Yeah, cool. Cool. I almost want to get some more types of stone in here because I think it kind of adds a lot to the coloration. Well, I mean, obviously it adds a lot to the coloration, but whoops. Gosh. My side is like dying. Yes, friend, this is a very large project, as you can see here. I'm presently building this mountain. So yes, I would say a mega project is definitely true. This is this mountain section is about 10 million blocks. So yes. Alrighty. So let's hit up. Let's see if we can smooth out this area a little. Or maybe, actually, we're kind of running out of time a bit, so maybe I can just kind of work through, complete this area. This one's actually kind of okay already, maybe. If you're interested, actually, we could do a fly around. I haven't done that for about a week, so we can have a look around the whole build. But you know what? Let's do that. Swap over my render distance. I think we'll call it a day for now on the building, and we'll have a look around. So this is what I'm working on now. As I say, mountains. Got the basics laid out, but still a lot more work to do. Working through the detail level now. Still some areas that are not as well finished as others, but it's okay. The water in there today and the snow today. So a little bit of detail work down the bottom. So we got the mountains. Looking good actually, looking very nice, very convincing. I have dabbed once, but I'll never do it again. Dabbing. Not even once. Yes, this did take some time. I will tell you that one for free. Have a little tree here with some blossoms coming off it. Got like a bit of a rugged coastline down there with some rocks and some seaweed. This will need to work. A little flower area with the cotton wool trees. I've got some big trees over here. Yeah, these were surprisingly easy and fun to build actually. Very quick to get these up. About one stream each, about an hour each to build these big ones. More coastline over here. Start to unload things I think now, getting too far away. Got this kind of rugged coastline over here. We can load back in a little bit. Get that spot there. Thank you, friend. One day, hopefully, this should be a adventure map, with any luck. Have a cool cave in here. Yes, I'm going to make a time-lapse. I'm actually recording a time-lapse all throughout the streams, so hopefully, I mean, it's going to be about 6-month-long time-lapse, but we should be able to get a time-lapse of the whole thing. Yeah, we've barely kind of touched on the surface, really. This is what I built over the last kind of month, maybe, this section. I have a bit of a placeholder jungle, really. Maybe not placeholder, but it's a bit of kind of background terrain, really. And we do have this ravine here, which needs more work. And the other mountain, much smaller mountain, basic practice mountain. There's one building in the middle, but I'm not very good at buildings. Buildings aren't really my forte, so I think there's going to be a few, but they're going to be very scarce. It's going to be mostly a map just about exploring, adventure map for just kind of exploring around the place. It helps that we have the shaders, I think. We're nearly dropping out of the range of that mountain, actually. It's going to unload soon, unfortunately. So the idea of this build was to build an area that was large enough that with the maximum render distance you could turn around and everything would be one large coherent build. It's kind of evolved as I've gone along. Over here, it's really nice actually. I'm really enjoying just flying around. I know I built it, but sue me. Big beach over here. This took ages actually, a lot longer than it should have done. Quite difficult to make that kind of a shape. Over here, not that great, but kind of placeholder stuff over here as well. Oops. Yeah, I'm thinking more ruins like this, maybe in the jungle. I think it's so we're kind of there now, having loaded everything. So there's a lot more over that way, kind of straight ahead, but it's outside of loading distance, so we can't actually load that and have the rest of the stuff loaded in. So from up here, everything should be in view of here. So let's see if we can zoom in here. We've got beach over this area. have... Oh, interesting. We can actually... It looks like we're forcing the loading over here. So we've got these kind of seaside terrain over here, stacks and stumps and stuff. This is just kind of placeholder. Well, not really placeholder, but I rushed through it. It's very quick background terrain, really. We've got these trees. Yeah, it seems like when I zoom in on them, it actually loads way quicker. That's cool. Temple down there. We have the blossom trees over here. Ooh, so I think we loaded everything actually. I think it's probably the first time I've ever loaded all of this stuff in at once. Nice. Awesome. So actually the main viewpoint I think is going to be this one down here. Or at least as I was building it, the intention was that the main viewpoint would be down here. So the player will be standing about here. That's going to be it. Beautiful, the sunset's just there. Really nice. But of course, this is all... I'm going to be done in just about 1 minute. But this is all nice and cool and stuff, but unfortunately, of course, no player will ever be able to see all this at once. So that's a bit of a big shame, unless they have a really, really good PC. Looks quite realistic, doesn't it? But to be fair, there are a lot of very realistic builds out there. People importing like terrain maps into Minecraft look super realistic. Particularly things like snowy mountains can look very, very realistic in Minecraft. Snowy mountains and forests. This is I think this has its own distinct charm because it's hand built in Minecraft. It gets the problem with a lot of 3D imported maps is that they don't have that like Minecraft level touch to it. So you don't get, for example, you don't get overhangs. And I mean, obviously you don't have overhangs really much in real life, but Minecraft supports them very well. So I think we have a slight advantage over those ports in that it's hand built, and you do get a little bit more quality in some ways. I mean, obviously you lose some quality in some ways, but. Hello, Cookie. I was just having a fly around. There's more stuff over this way. Yeah, I made Cookie a mod. He has to be a mod, and I didn't see any reason. He's a mod now. Pretty much too many dicks on the dance floor, really. There's a lot of mods and nobody to moderate. Which over here is it? Anyway, so there is more to this build. We've got this area which is quite nice, supernatural looking. The ravine still needs to be joined up, but got a little bridge in here. Going back in time now, so when I was less skilled at doing this stuff, so we've got a little bit of a moorland here. Some older trees which look a lot worse, and we're actually hit by leaf rot, by mistake. Whoops. And here's actually this one's really nice. This area. So we have this is Peaceful Valley, which was the first section that I built of this. Kind of has set the tone for the rest. So I'm trying to kind of emulate this, but on a much larger scale, basically. When the map is completed, it will be available, I think. I don't know whether it's possible to, not to sound greedy, but I don't know if it's possible to sell it on Xbox. I don't know if that's a thing you can do. I know on the PC, obviously, you can't really sell it, so it will be available on the PC, I guess. But I don't know if is it possible to put maps on, like the store for the Xbox version. Not too much space. It's not that big a map actually. This is Peaceful Valley, which is lovely, really nice. Really got a little gate down there. It doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, so maybe one day we could see this on the marketplace. I don't know. Maybe. It'll be a long time before it makes it there though. Through here is Mushroom Land. a lot of time and effort went into this, and it's not really worth it. I don't think it's come out so great. It's okay. It's just yeah, it's not that fantastic. And over here we have this area, which is chronically underfinished. I just got frustrated and quit. I don't really like building buildings, and so we have a non-finished area here. But I may remove it completely. I don't really think it out so great. No, nobody likes the purple area. I think the purple area could be cool. It needs a lot more care about it. I think maybe take the buildings out and just leave this kind of skull terrain. Right, so that's it for my time. I've got to go to work now, and that's it for the build. There's nothing else here. I think we've seen everything. There's some little small like peripheral areas which have no detail yet, but there's nothing else. Yeah, it did have a little bit of different blocks to it, but I don't know. We'll see about that area. I think I might just take it out. I don't think it fits with the rest of the build. Like, this is supernatural. Well, not supernatural, but very natural area. And anyway, my time's up, so I must go. Gotta go to work. I hope to see you in the future. Hyper Universe is also fine if I don't, but I hope to see everyone else as well. Thanks for showing up, everybody. And we'll be here same time tomorrow when I will be doing... Yes, it'll be more on the mountain, as that's all we've really got to work on at the moment. But we're getting so close to having the time-lapse finished. The time-lapse may even be out within a month, hopefully. And with some luck, we will take the entire world by storm and I'll become a gigantic celebrity. Yeah! Probably not going to happen. But maybe a lot of people will see the video, I hope. And if not, well... Oh well. Tried. Alrighty. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah, fair enough. Well, I might not see you again, but you can catch up in post if you're interested, or leave me a comment sometime. Anyway. Bye-bye!